Hello everyone, man, have I got the story for you today. Today, I'm going to tell you the story about how I was an absolute idiot on a roller coaster at Carowinds. So, I decided to take a day off from my work when my friend comes up to me and he's like, "Hey dude, you want to go to Carowinds with my brother?" And I'm like, "Sure, that sounds fun, let's do it." So we take the day off and we're at Carowinds. If you don't know what Carowinds is, it's like Cedar Point's younger brother. We got like 12 roller coasters, we got kiddie rides, we even got a water park. It's located in North Carolina and South Carolina. But so now that you have pretty much an idea of what this park is, we arrive and everything's fine. Going good. Younger brother, whole time over there, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna ride the Fury, and I don't understand why you guys don't want to ride it. And if you don't know what the Fury is a really, really big roller coaster. I mean, you see it at the entrance, you see it from the interstate, a couple miles away from the entrance, and as soon as we get to the entrance gate, he looks at it and he's just, no. I am not riding that. He had the weirdest change of heart through the whole trip. So that was really funny to see. So the first ride we get on was the ride that they call the Do-Si-Do. And it was way more intense than I thought it was going to be. I'm sitting there and I get on the ride. And at first, me and James realize we're too big for this ride. And we have to get the person operating it to come help us strap into it because we're two 18-year-old boys sitting in this really small looking spaceship. Now that was a sight to see. So they strap us in and we get ready to get the ride. And we're like, this isn't gonna be bad. I mean, it doesn't even go that high. And then it went that high. And we're sitting there and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm going to sing Rocket Man to calm me down. So there's like 5 or 10 people in line, and you have me screaming Rocket Man. I'm just like, Rocket Man, and all this stuff. And it's just, man, that ride really got me. And so, it was about 50 minutes of me just screaming Rocket Man. And then we get off of that ride. I'm shooken up. I'm pretty much done for the day. And so we go ride a few rides. And then we head over to where I almost died. Well, not really almost died, but, had that feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. We get on the hurler. The hurler is the wooden roller coaster right beside the Fury, and we get on it. And I wear glasses, so it's a lot harder for me to see on a roller coaster because I have to take them off. So we get on the roller coaster, and I still have my glasses on. And the operator's like, "Sir, you have your glasses on." And I'm like, "Oh man, I do. Let me take those off." And bop, they're off. So I go to the little box that they have, and I put them in there. And I go back because I'm like standing there, and I'm like, "Oh my goodness, I am taking up everybody's time right now. I'm taking up the people on the ride with me, the people who's standing in line, all this. It's a schedule. We got to keep it going." So I get back into the cart with James, and I put my restraint on, and all this is going good. And James looks at me, and he says, "Do you have your seatbelt on?" And I'm like, "There's a seatbelt?" And he's like, "Oh, no." And as soon as I realize that I'm sitting on the seatbelt, boom. We're going. It's over. I'm dead. I'm like scene in Titanic. I'm getting my violin out. I'm getting everything ready to die. I'm like, oh my goodness, I paid $70 to die on a wooden roller coaster. Not even one of the cool ones. Like, if I could die on, like, Afterburn, that would have been absolutely fantastic. But no, I have to die on a wooden roller coaster, probably look like I've been splintered up the whole time. And luckily, this one wasn't one with the loop-de-loops and all that fun stuff. We get to the first hill, or I don't know what you call it. I don't know roller coaster terms. We get to the first hill. I'm sitting there. I'm like doing the T-pose from the Titanic 2. I'm pretty much ready to go. And freaking James just grabs onto me this whole ride. I'm sitting here screaming my arms out. We get through the ride, and it's okay. It was one of the worst experiences I ever had in my life, granted. But we get off the ride. We made it through fine, thank God. And the two people in front of us, so like I had one cart and then the cart behind us, one cart that had these two kids, and they're like, "But you forgot your seatbelt." Oh my goodness. And they were laughing it up. I'm sitting here dying inside because I lived through my past life. Like I was going through, I was seeing light, and it wasn't the Carolina sun. I was reliving past memories. I was praying the whole time. So yeah, we get off that roller coaster, and I decide I'm going to get a slushie. And that's what I did. So the moral of this story is, if you're going to get on a roller coaster, make sure that you don't sit on the seatbelt. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next story.